Can Dana White save boxing? I hear what you're saying. He's bad for the UFC, fighter play, I don't actually get what you guys are coming from. MMA fans out there, UFC fans, because that's what MMA is, you have an entire sport, an entire division, thanks to Dana White. It was nothing. Think in Australia, that's where I'm from, 2017, cage fighting was still illegal in some states. So for a sport that was illegal 10 years ago to be a global sensation that sells out before the fight card is even announced. Can you imagine a Top Rank or a Oscar De La Hoya card being announced without the fighters and it sells out? No, absolutely not. They got to get in there and flog themselves, flog the fight to sell the tickets. MMA, UFC, it's a noticeable brand and you know you're in for a good night. And it's nothing special, guys. Like, I don't want to take away any of the hard work that Dana and the team have done in building this over decades. But you know what it is at its core? It's the best fight the best and good matchmaking. And that's something that we've lost in boxing over the years with the different promoters, the different networks, the different sanctioning bodies, all these reasons to duck, all these weight divisions. And I think Zuffa's here to save the day. I'll be honest, when I was watching the Mayweather-McGregor press conferences, which were incredibly entertaining, no doubt, but I saw Zuffa boxing on Dana White's shirt. I think it was a red shirt. And I was thinking, what is that? And I've been waiting for this day for a long time. All you got to do is look at an MMA card, go look at the sport odds, look how close they are. Now, I get it, in MMA, there's a lot more ways to lose a fight. But what's a typical boxing card? $1.05 versus $14 on the main event? Like, what is that? We want more 50-50 fights. Zuffa's up to their 7th event. There's going to be a banger cruiserweight fight for that card, and these guys, these cards are good. You don't need a lot to put on a good card. They're up to 200 on their roster. UFC only has about 700 on their roster. I've just heard they've signed Shakur, or they're close to signing Shakur. They're getting some big names, but they don't even need the big names, guys. All we need is a platform for these guys, which they're now on Paramount, so it's way more accessible than boxing has ever been in the last 20 years. And you can scoop these guys up when they're 17, when they're 18. Zuffa and the UFC model, which was modeled after what Dana did and didn't like about boxing, has created a bigger middle class. Yes, you may be not going to get the 80 mil, 100 mil kind of Canelo paydays, but you're going to have a middle class where a guy can fight 4 times a year and doesn't have to have a day job, can get access to proper medicals, proper health, proper nutrition. So we can scoop these kids up at 18 years old. And, you know, some of the best boxers in the world have dominated the sport in their early 20s, sometimes earlier. So we don't need a lot of time. We just need the constant good matchmaking to keep happening. I'm going to do a few more videos on Zuffa and go into it a bit deeper, but that's just my preliminary thoughts. I think an organization that pits the best versus the best, gets loads of young talent, puts on lots of fights, is only good for boxing.